The one thing I really don't like about Premiere Pro, besides the constant bugs which they haven't fixed in years, is the fact that there is no feature for a custom frame rate sequence. File, new, sequence, settings, and I could change the editing mode to custom. That wouldn't really help because the time base is limited to these like 10-ish options. You've got 10, 12, 12.50, then you've got 15, and then it jumps from 15 to 24. Where are the frame rates between that? A few years ago, I did find a way to bypass this. So what I did was I made this pack. Let me just drag it. So it's called the Custom Frame Rates Pack. And within this folder, all I've got are blank videos. There's nothing on them, no audio, no video. But if I select one, so I'm just going to pick 8 FPS. If you go and check the properties, you'll see that the frame rate of that video is 8 frames per second. So what I did was I created a bunch of these all the way up to 23 FPS. There's also 48 if you want that. I don't know why it's there. And all you need to do is just drag and drop the frame rate you want to use. So 18, great frame rate for edits. I'm going to drag it. That's going to create a new sequence. So if you head into sequence settings at the top, you'll see that the time base is now 18 frames per second. However, if you do switch to something else, for example, 24, you can see it still says 18, but if I click OK and then try changing it again, it's gone. So what I do recommend you do is, so let me just double check, it's 18. I recommend you save these settings as a sequence preset, so you don't have to keep doing this every time you want to use a custom frame rate. So to do this, you want to, first of all, pick your settings. So I'm just going to head back into sequence settings. If you're fine with the frame size, audio settings, video previews, then you can carry on. But for example, if you use a higher frame size, so I usually edit, or should I say I edit my tutorials in 2560 by 1440. That's what I'd set my frame size to. It doesn't really matter because you can change it anytime. And also I just realized I don't make edits using this frame size, so I don't really know why I'm doing that. Check your other settings, sample rate. I don't really know if that's good enough. I'm just gonna leave out 48,000. That's fine. And the preview file format, QuickTime, codec, Apple ProRes 422, reset, and that's perfect. Okay, so to save this as a preset, what you want to do is right click on the name just here, and if you head down to create preset from sequence, give it a name, so 18 FPS. Actually, I think I already have this saved. I'm not too sure, so I'm just going to put new. You can also add a description if you like. Pointless, I don't need it. So I'm going to click OK. So every time I want to make a new sequence, so I'm just going to get rid of these. I'm going to head over to new, sequence, and scroll all the way down to custom. You're going to see your new preset. So as you can see, I've got 18 FPS new, the one I just made, and the time base is 18 FPS. So yeah, give it a name, click OK, and make changes to your settings, except for the time base, otherwise that's going to mess it up and you have to do it again. Okay, let's say you're, oh wait, actually I need an example. I don't really have any clips, I don't think. I guess this will do. I'm just going to use it as an example. I don't really know. I don't have any clips ready. I'm sorry, I did clean my PC. So, okay, let's say you're done with your edit. So Control M. Unfortunately, you can't export at that frame rate. So mine's 18 FPS. If I uncheck this box, you can see there is no option for 18. So what I would recommend is that you export at the nearest frame rate available on the higher end. So for me, it would be 24. Don't go 23.976 if you're using something between 15 and 24. So yeah, go for 24. And then of course, you know, pick your settings. You probably know what's best. What you might need to do is use something called shutter encoder or even handbrake. This is not a tutorial or a guide, I'm just very quickly explaining. One way you could revert the frame rate back to its original, so if you export at 24, you can go back to 18 FPS. So by using shutter encoder, you can just drag your file into it, choose the function, so we can go H.264, and if you head over to advanced features, enable the conform by and change the FPS to the edit. So mine was 18. Then double check your settings. I think everything's set perfectly. I really don't know. I haven't really used this myself. And this isn't really a tutorial on how to convert or revert your edits back to its original frame rate. That will probably be in a few weeks, but the main focus of this video was how to create a custom frame rate sequence, and we did it. So yeah, perfect. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you to my members as always for their monthly support. And I'll see you next time. Peace.